People in restaurants will laugh, and you will be sure they're discussing your last presentation. But as my friend and humorist and speaker, Dr. Charles Jarvis, says, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Yes, paranoia can be a side effect of the sales profession. If you will permit an observation from someone who has been a new salesperson and who has hired and trained countless numbers of salespeople, poorly informed and ill-prepared salespeople are the rule rather than the exception. Poor information and poor preparation may have always been the case, and this may never change. But there are a few things you can do to minimize the shock. First, realize that the majority of highly paid veterans in sales are, in any field, are hard workers. Look around and interview the top performers. Ask them specifically about their work ethic. You'll discover the best paying hard work in the world is selling, and the poorest paying easy work in the world is selling. Second, remember, if you apply yourself to the job and absorb the training that is offered, your productivity will go up and your stress and fatigue level will go down. In your early days, you may be overwhelmed with the amount of time required for the job and the number of details you must manage. I recommend that you adopt a time management and productivity system along with the training required to understand and use the system. Third, work to stay current with the all-important, ever-changing areas of product knowledge and communication skills. Understanding your product and knowing how to communicate that knowledge gives a great sense of security in any selling situation. You will want to constantly study the product and any improvements made to the product. Some product lines are so large and complex, you will need to study it daily to keep up to speed. This is the information age, so take full advantage of your communication technology to stay ahead of the competition. As you enter professional sales, whether this is your first experience or you are rededicating yourself to a new level of professionalism, you must stop to realize that being a sales professional is a daily task. As a matter of fact, let me encourage you to make the first entry on your to-do list this. Today, I will be a successful sales professional, and I will learn something today which will make me even more professional tomorrow. If you will begin each day with this commitment to our great profession, there are many benefits that await you. Best of all, this procedure helps you make certain your tomorrows are better than your yesterdays. One of the many great things about our profession is the fact that you are truly your own boss. You're in business, as the saying goes, for yourself, but not by yourself. When you stand in front of the mirror each morning, you can look yourself right in the eye and say, my goodness, you're such a nice, efficient, effective, hardworking, and professional person. You deserve a raise. And the board just met. I might add that the raise will become effective as soon as you do. With the possible exceptions of medicine and the ministry, no one is in as good a position to solve problems as you, the professional persuader. There is virtually nothing on earth that brings as much personal satisfaction and gratification as being able to empower another human being to become more efficient, effective, and successful because of the goods, products, or services which you have to offer. The successful salesperson of the 90s is also an excellent manager. He and she has to manage time, territory, personal habits, and life in general. The better he and she manage their lives, the better they will be able to manage their business. Now, if I haven't sold you on the concept that selling is a magnificently rewarding, exciting, and demanding career and not a stopgap job until something better comes along, and you honestly believe you can live without selling, be about it. And if you can't imagine living without enjoying all the benefits our great profession offers, congratulations. You just joined the profession which has the power to impact and empower our society in a way that many other professions cannot. Selling in the modern market, the decade of technology. A police officer in a small town was getting so many calls.